From Napoleon to the queens of Great Britain, tiaras and diadems hide secret symbols. Rulers believed they could bring power and influence. Pearls, stars, floral motifs, laurel designs. Every gem and every shape carries its own story. Discover what these symbols mean, and don't forget to like and subscribe. In 1809, Napoleon I commissioned a set of cameos for Empress Josephine, one of which later became the foundation of the Cameo Tiara. This tiara does not sparkle with diamonds, yet it carries deep symbolism and a centuries-old story. It is adorned with cameo carvings, miniature reliefs from classical mythology, set in gold and framed with delicate seed pearls. Each cameo tells its own story. Here, Venus and Cupid, gods of love and desire. There, scenes of joy, passion, and beauty from antiquity. These images convey timeless themes: love, destiny, beauty, and the bonds that connect people across generations. Cameos have been treasured since ancient times because they can preserve myth, identity, and personal history in miniature. In this tiara, they bring these themes into a symbol of royal power and tradition, making each cameo a living part of history. Over the years, the set passed into the Swedish royal family, becoming a cherished heirloom. In the 20th century, the Cameo Tiara became a symbol of royal weddings. Princess Birgitta wore it in 1961, Princess Desiree in 1964, and Queen Silvia chose it for her wedding in 1976. In 2010, Crown Princess Victoria continued the tradition, wearing it on her own wedding day. What makes this tiara truly special is the symbolism in every cameo. They tell stories of love, passion, unity, and beauty, connecting ancient culture with modern royal life. Imagine a crown that almost didn't become famous, yet today it shines in every royal procession and on countless portraits. This is the George IV State Diadem, also known as the Diamond Diadem. It was created in 1820 for King George IV, and from the very beginning, every gem, every detail carried meaning. This was not just jewelry, it was a story written in diamonds and pearls. Look closely. 1,333 sparkling diamonds adorn the diadem, while 2 rows of pearls circle its base. The diamonds shimmer with elegance and authority, representing strength, stability, and the enduring power of the crown. The pearls add refinement, symbolizing purity, wisdom, and royal dignity. Each stone carries a piece of history, each sparkle a whisper of tradition. But the true magic lies in the flowers that wrap around the diadem. The rose for England, a timeless symbol of beauty, power, and heritage. The thistle for Scotland, resilient, prickly, a reminder of perseverance and protection. The shamrock for Ireland, a sign of luck, faith, and unity. Together, these floral emblems form a living symbol of the United Kingdom, showing how 3 nations are bound under one crown. Every detail tells a story of continuity, of tradition, of the unbroken line of monarchy. This diadem has been worn by many royals. First, King George IV during his coronation procession. Then Queen Victoria, who secured it as a royal heirloom. Later, Queen Elizabeth II, for whom it became a signature symbol at state ceremonies. And today, Queen Camilla wears it during official events, including the state opening of Parliament. Each generation adds its own chapter, and the diadem carries over 200 years of history. When you look at the George IV State Diadem, remember, this is far more than jewelry. It is a symbol of power, unity, and royal tradition. A story frozen in diamonds, pearls, and symbolic flowers, shining across generations. Stars in jewelry are not just decoration. They symbolize guidance, brilliance, and the pursuit of something greater, reminding us of the celestial lights that have guided people for centuries. In royal symbolism, stars represent hope, inspiration, and a bright future, making them especially fitting for weddings and official ceremonies. One of the most striking examples of this symbolism is the Dutch Diamond Star Tiara. It is made of diamond stars that originally belonged to Queen Emma of the Netherlands, given to her by King William III in 1879. In 2002, when Máxima Zorregieta married Crown Prince Willem-Alexander, these diamond stars were set onto a tiara base, creating the modern Dutch Diamond Star Tiara. Since then, it has been worn at weddings and state occasions by Queen Máxima and her daughter, the Princess of Orange, continuing the tradition across generations. The symbolism of stars in royal jewelry goes far beyond just one tiara. Throughout history, star motifs have appeared again and again in royal collections, each time carrying meaningful messages about guidance, aspiration, and prestige. One of the most iconic examples comes from Empress Elizabeth of Austria, affectionately known as Sissy. After her marriage in 1854, she ordered at least 27 pearl and diamond stars from her court jeweler, many of which she famously wore in her hair or on formal attire. In Portugal, star symbolism took the form of the Diadem of the Stars, commissioned by Queen Maria Pia of Savoy in the 1860s as part of her crown jewels. This tiara, made of gold, silver, and colorless diamonds, including the large yellow Maria Pia diamond, reflected the influence of celestial imagery on 19th-century royal fashion and the idea of radiance and prestige that stars conveyed. The tradition continued into the 20th century with pieces like the Mountbatten Pearl Star Tiara, which originated from a set of pearl and diamond star motifs given as a wedding gift by Queen Victoria in the 1880s. These stars were reimagined into a tiara and worn at multiple family weddings and events throughout the 20th century, underscoring how stars in jewelry became not just ornamental, but markers of heritage, continuity, and celebration. Royal jewelry often tells stories that reach far beyond beauty, stories of culture, artistry, and meaning. One such tale is woven into Queen Victoria's Oriental Circlet Tiara, a masterpiece where symbolism and inspiration meet in a delicate, intricate design. The tiara was created in 1853 at the request of Prince Albert for his wife, Queen Victoria. Its design was inspired by Eastern artistic motifs, gently curving arches, lotus flowers, and intricate patterns influenced by the jewels and decorative arts Albert admired at the Great Exhibition in London 1851, showcasing treasures from India and South Asia. The original piece featured roughly 2,600 diamonds and a collection of opals, Prince Albert's favorite gemstones. After Prince Albert's death, Queen Victoria never wore the tiara again, mourning in deep black for the rest of her life. In 1901, the tiara passed to Queen Alexandra, who replaced the opals with Burmese rubies gifted to Queen Victoria in the 1870s. The number of arches was slightly reduced, but the style and distinctive motifs remained unmistakable. For a time, the tiara disappeared from public view until the Queen Mother, Elizabeth, brought it back as one of her favorite pieces, wearing it to state occasions and official portraits in the mid-20th century. It later passed to Queen Elizabeth II, who wore it only once in 2005. Today, the Oriental circlet has returned to the spotlight, worn by the Princess of Wales at a state banquet in 2025, a symbolic choice that highlights her future role and her connection to the crown's legacy. The symbolism of this tiara is more than sparkling gemstones. It is a fusion of cultures, a love of artistry, and a heritage woven into every arch and lotus flower. Royal jewelry often carries meaning beyond its sparkle. One of the most striking examples is the Imperial chrysanthemum tiara of Japan, a piece that embodies imperial identity and exquisite artistry. The chrysanthemum is more than a flower. It is the emblem of the Japanese monarchy and the chrysanthemum throne, symbolizing the sun and the continuity of the imperial line. Created in 1917 by the jeweler Mikimoto for Empress Teimei, it was crafted from diamond chrysanthemum brooches made in 1915. Its design mirrors the petals of the chrysanthemum, radiant like the sun, a perfect symbol for the land of the rising sun. The tiara was later worn by Empress Nagako at her son Crown Prince Akihito's wedding and during state visits. In later decades, it became a favorite of Empress Michiko, and today it shines on Empress Masako, linking tradition with the modern era. The Cambridge Lover's Knot Tiara is far more than a dazzling piece of jewelry. It is a symbol of love, unity, and timeless connection, intricately woven into the heritage of the British royal family. Created in 1913 by the House of Gerard for Queen Mary, its design paid tribute to an earlier lover's knot tiara belonging to her grandmother, Princess Augusta of Hesse, Duchess of Cambridge. Queen Mary used diamonds and pearls from her own collection, including pieces from the Ladies of England tiara and the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, crafting a masterpiece that blends meaning and magnificence. At the heart of the tiara are lover's knot motifs, diamond loops resembling intertwined ribbons, each representing loyalty, affection, and the promise of partnership. From these knots hang 19 Baroque pearls, gently swaying with every movement. After Queen Mary's death in 1953, the tiara passed to Queen Elizabeth II, who wore it in the 1950s. In 1981, it was loaned to Diana, Princess of Wales, as a wedding gift. Though Diana chose another tiara for her wedding day, the lover's knot quickly became one of her favorites, appearing at major events throughout the 1980s and early 1990s. Following Diana's divorce, the tiara returned to the royal collection. It reappeared in 2015 when Catherine, Princess of Wales, wore it for the first time at a Buckingham Palace reception. Since then, it has continued to shine at state events, bridging past and future generations. Intriguingly, Queen Camilla has never been seen wearing the Cambridge Lover's Knot tiara. The Spanish fleur-de-lis tiara is not merely a jewel. It is a whisper of power, history, and legacy cast in diamonds. Created in 1906 by the Spanish jeweler Anserena, this tiara was a wedding gift from King Alfonso XIII to Queen Victoria Eugenie, destined from the very beginning to become a symbol of monarchy itself. At its heart bloom 3 radiant fleur-de-lis, the stylized lily that has echoed through royal history for centuries. This emblem has long stood for sovereignty, nobility, and divine order. In Christian symbolism, its 3 petals are often associated with purity, light, and the Holy Trinity, giving the motif a sacred undertone beyond its regal beauty. More than an ornament, the fleur-de-lis tiara was designed to speak without words. Passed from queen to queen, it became a visual declaration of continuity and legitimacy. from Queen Victoria Eugenie to Queen Sophia, and today worn by Queen Letizia, the tiara carries the weight of generations, a living heirloom rather than a relic. In the modern world, its brilliance is not about excess, but about meaning. Every diamond reflects tradition. Every curve tells a story of inheritance, identity, and enduring authority. And finally, let me tell you about one of the most famous royal tiaras, Queen Mary's fringe tiara. This tiara is more than diamonds. It is a symbol of continuity, family heritage, and strength, a thread that connects past and present. It was commissioned in 1919 by Queen Mary and crafted by Gerard & Co. Its rhythmic diamond spikes do more than sparkle. They symbolize resilience, harmony, and the grandeur of royal authority. The diamonds, originally a wedding gift from Queen Victoria, transformed a token of love into a symbol of legacy and family bonds. Queen Mary wore it at official events, and later it passed to Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. Its most famous moment came in 1947, when the young Princess Elizabeth, the future Queen Elizabeth II, wore it on her wedding day. Legend has it, the tiara snapped that very morning and had to be quickly repaired, a reminder that heritage and symbolism endure through challenges. Over the years, the tiara also shone at the weddings of Princess Anne and Princess Beatrice, each time reminding us that royal jewelry is not just adornment, but living symbols of love, dedication, and history. And now I'm curious, which of the royal tiaras we've explored today is your favorite? Share your thoughts in the comments. I can't wait. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Please do not forget to support my channel by clicking the like and subscribe buttons.